welcome back. Today we are going to discuss some interview questions on food safety. Okay, so there is a post for food safety officer. So I got a syllabus. This is on request video. So according to that syllabus, it is for Rajasthan University. So depending on that, I had just listed out some questions. Okay, as the video may get too lengthy, so I had opted just to give a list of questions. Okay, I had not discussed answers here, right? So we'll start with the video. So first is food safety. Okay, what does this term it actually means? So food safety is a global concern that covers a variety of different areas of everyday life. Okay, so depending on all those things that we in everyday life we eat or we consume, okay, say for example water, okay, some fruit juices, chips or packed food, etc, etc. Okay, so everything has to be monitored. That food which is packed and it is into the market, that has to be tested. Okay, there are some parameters which uh, ensures the food safety. Okay, the principle of food safety, it aims to prevent food from becoming contaminated and causing food poisoning. Okay, so as we all know that variety of bacteria or fungi, they are able to grow under different conditions. Okay, so they can contaminate the food and eventually they can cause food poisoning. Okay, so the food safety, this can be achieved through a variety of different avenues, some of which are properly cleaning and sanitization of all surfaces, equipments and utensils which are used, then maintaining a high level of personal hygiene, especially hand washing. Okay, even if girls are working, okay, women are working, then they should tie their hairs up. Okay, they should wear the head cap, gloves, then even goggles, they should wear mask. Okay, so this is all which comes under personal hygiene if you are working in a food company. Okay, then storage or storing, chilling and heating food correctly with regards to temperature and environment and equipment used is also a very important parameter to control. Okay, then implementing effective pest control, because pests, they can act as a vector for transferring bacteria, okay, and contaminating the food. Okay, so comprehending food allergies, food poisoning and food intolerance. Okay, so these are some points that has to be taken in consideration when you talk about food safety. Okay, so there is a post of food safety officer. The job post, it plays an important role in ensuring that food products are safe for consumers. Okay, so their essential duties can involve inspecting food processing facilities and procedures to ensure that applicable regulations are being followed. Okay, so for each and every company, for example a chemical industry, say for a pharmaceutical, okay, or a biofertilizer, or say a food company, there are strict regulations given by the pharmacopoeia, for example for pharmaceuticals. Then in case of food company, there are food regulations or food agencies which regulate or which gives some guidelines to follow. So these particular guidelines or regulations, they had to be followed strictly. Okay, so here we are talking about food safety. So there are some food regulations given, food safety guidelines which are given, and that has to be followed. Okay, so they may also test samples, the food safety officer may also test samples of food products and investigate the complaints. Okay, so this is in short about the job post. So according to the Rajasthan University, the overall overview of the syllabus is here. Basic chemistry you should know. You should know food microbiology, biochemistry, then you should have idea about genetically modified plants and animals. Then you should know about basic immunology, biology in case of humans, like nutrition, digestion, respiration, etc. Then soil chemistry or soil microbiology, then dairy microbiology and food laws, food administrations, okay, like agencies, food safety agencies. And the last point is about geographic conditions, then what is the food or plants grown in the Rajasthan, okay, then all that stuff. But I had made this video for each and every person who is watching for food safety officer purpose. Okay, so if he is not from Rajasthan, then that part won't help. So I had just um, decided to delete that part. Okay, so if you are from say Maharashtra, then you should know all the geographical conditions. Okay, say for example in Nashik, so what grows best in Nashik or Nagpur. Okay, or rice is majorly grown where. Okay, so what are the parameters that uh, you should know, like in case of seasonal variations, how the food changes. Okay, what are the preventive measures you should follow. Okay, so those are different aspects of uh, the area from where you are applying or for where you are applying. Okay, so you should know what is the culture, what is the geographical conditions, what food is eaten by people there, then some cultural aspects. Okay, so depending on your position, you may get some questions depending on this as well. Okay, so I had not decided to talk about that in this video. Okay, so we will start with the questions. So first, very important questions which I had highlighted here in orange box, that is what is the role of safety officer. Okay, then second is this post important for each and every food company. Okay, so this is also a second important question. Then why you chose to be a food safety officer. Okay, so you should be prepared for such kind of question. Then why food inspection or testing is required. Okay, or why it is important. Okay, just why cannot I just produce, I should I should make something, prepare something and just pack it and deliver. Okay, or is there some food inspection or testing required for that. Okay, so that is the question, why cannot I just cook and deliver to the customers. Then, do you have any idea about job description of food safety officer? Okay, so where you are applying, please read the job description, because from that part also you may get some questions. Okay, so that was about the post. Then now we will turn towards syllabus. Okay, so in case of chemistry, actually there are many questions, vast questions. Okay, array of questions. So I cannot go for each and every point. So randomly I had picked some questions like basic you should know, you should be clear with that. So first is like, what is difference between pH and buffer. Okay, so pH is a logarithmic scale while buffer is a aqueous solution. Okay, so this is how you need to answer exact. Then next is polar refers to. Okay, so there are two terms, polar and non-polar. Okay, so you should know these two correctly, how to distinguish. Okay, if a particular structure is given to you, then you should be able to answer it like, is it a polar or non-polar. Then NO3 contains which bond. Okay, then peptide bond is found in. Next is how peptide bond is formed. Next is why atoms form ions. Okay, so these are some theoretical questions, but in case of NO3 contains which bond, here you may get another question like, can you please draw and show us. Okay, so here you need to draw the structure, okay, and specify the bond. Even you may get some questions like, can you draw structure of particular compound on the blackboard or paper, which they may provide you. Okay, or another can be like, they may give you a reaction and they may tell you to balance that, or they may tell you to find what is incorrect. Okay, or what type of reaction that is. Okay, so in chemistry it is actually, as I told you, vast questionnaire. Okay, so I cannot go in each and every point, so just to give you idea here. So next is, non-polar covalent bonds are formed between what. Then what is electronegativity. Then you may get a question like, give two methods by which alcohol can be prepared. Okay, so this can be a same question for phenols. Okay, give two methods by which phenol can be prepared. Then next is difference between aldehyde and ketones. Next is properties of phenols. Okay, here you may get another like properties of aldehyde, properties of alcohol, properties of ketones, etc. So just uh, pick up the question like difference between. So think, depending on your syllabus, you may get this question on what all points. Okay, then next is how will you make 3 molar KCl solution. Okay, so other than that you may get question like how will you prepare HCl solution, or 2 molar say NaCl or KCl, anything like that. Okay, next is example of weak acid and weak base. Okay, very simple and commonly asked. Then next is about biochemistry. Okay, so what are biomolecules? Next is what are reducing sugars, then difference between oligosaccharides and polysaccharides, then can you draw structure of glucose? Very simple. Even in microbiology viva questions you get this question, right? Then next is starch is made up of what? Starch and glycogen, difference between these. Then lipids are soluble in what? All enzymes are protein, true or false? Then structural difference between DNA and RNA. Okay, so here you need to know the difference, like what are the nucleotides present in DNA and RNA. Then it is single stranded, double stranded. Okay, then how proteins are synthesized. Name major classes of enzyme classification. Okay, then applications of lipases, amylases, or proteases or cellulases. Okay, then sucrose or maltose is made up of what? Okay, so sucrose is made up of fructose and glucose units. So like that you need to answer. The next is why temperature and pH affects enzyme activity. Okay, or how temperature and pH affects the enzyme activity. Then application of endogenous enzymes in food modification. Okay, so they are actually used for modifying the texture. Okay, so you should know that point. Then next is importance of vitamins. Then vitamin B6 is called as, what is the name for that vitamin given? Then same for vitamin B12, it is called as. Then next is role of vitamin D, or why it is important. Then name important minerals for human body. Okay, then why animals and plants they produce toxin. The simple answer is they produce it as their defense system. Okay, then give 2 examples of each, means for plant toxin and animal toxin. Okay, then tell us about food additive like propionate. Okay, so you should know about some characteristics about propionate. Okay, it is good or bad. Okay, then last is about food additives are good or bad. Okay, are there any good food additive options, okay, or alternatives? All right, then next is about basic biology. Okay, so you need to refer for your 10th, 11th or 12th biology textbooks here, right? So basic is 5 kingdom classification, so you should know difference between each kingdom. Okay, you may also get a question like, can you please explain or give some details, or uh, yeah, can you just focus and highlight some points from kingdom fungi. Okay, so like that questions you may get on 5 kingdom classification. Then who gave us 5 kingdom classification, right? Like that. Then give some examples of plants and animals commonly found, or sorry, commonly used in food by humans. Okay, this is very simple, basic. Then difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotic cell. Okay, so please be prepared with at least 5 points. Okay, then fungus is eukaryote or prokaryote. And next is mitochondria is present in bacteria, yes or no? In prokaryotes DNA is membrane bound, yes or no? Then human physiology, here the questions may be like name organs involved in digestion, then what is assimilation, then name some respiratory pigments, then why it is important, means respiratory pigments are important, why, then what are the applications of respiratory pigments, then explain the role of stomata. okay. For gaseous exchange, it actually works or functions mainly, right? Then nephrons works for, okay, or where you will find nephrons. The next is what all is reabsorbed during urine formation and what is thrown out. Then what is the normal human heartbeat rate? Then deoxygenated blood is carried to heart by which artery or vein? Then blood and its components. So here uh, you should know how blood is formed, okay, or it is, yeah, prepared. Okay, the term is actually hematopoiesis. Okay, so you should know that. Then if you are told to just uh, draw a flow chart and where you can distinguish or you can classify the types of blood cells, then you should be able to do that. Okay, then you should know role of each blood cell. For example, role of RBC, okay, then blood donation criteria, okay, or blood donation is required when. The next is conduction of impulses means what, okay. Then in case of some hormones, you may get questions like what is the role of particular hormone like thyroid and its importance, okay. The next is about immune system, right? So here the basic you need to focus is actually on antigen and antibody, okay, antigen antibody complex. Then about complement system, you may get question um, if our body is say invaded by a foreign particle or foreign antigen, then how does our immune system response? It gives response or it defends, okay. So even if the interviewer may ask you a question, you should be able to give an overview on that, okay. So do you know about bacterial endotoxin? Okay, bacterial endotoxin test. Then what are antibodies? What are types of antibodies? Role of each type of antibody. Then what is difference between contagious and non-contagious diseases? Then examples of deficiency diseases, okay. So if there is deficiency of say vitamin C, then there is a illness condition or disease like condition, so you should be able to name that according to the deficiency of particular mineral or say vitamin, okay. Then malaria is caused by protozoa or helminth, you should be able to distinguish here. Then name some diseases caused by helminth, okay. Next is about GMOs, that is genetically modified organisms. So GMOs are good or bad? Here the interviewer will be actually focusing on your point of view, okay, towards this question that GMO is good or bad. Then next is what are GMOs? Importance of genetically modified plant or genetically modified animals, GMP, GMA. Can you give some examples of genetically modified plant or animal? Then why it is called as BT cotton, okay, what it does. BT stands for what? Then animal tissue culture applications or some advantages you may get question on. Then how do you remove pollutants from soil, okay. Then what is difference between bioremediation, biomagnification, okay. Then next, these are some on I thought may be helpful, okay, adding these questions on soil and dairy microbiology, okay. So does pH of soil affects plant growth? Yes or no, and how can you monitor soil microbial load? Okay, so you need some random sampling on or say between a fixed interval of time and go in lab and do spread plate for plate. And if you're looking for a particular microbial genus, then go for isolating that, okay. So that is how you can just simply monitor soil microbial load, okay. Or you can just grow it in a broth and take the optical density. Okay, just keep checking that. Then do you know about mycorrhiza? It is bacteria or fungi. What is the role of mycorrhiza? Okay, so on this there is a video uploaded on my channel, so you can check it out. Nowadays mycorrhiza is been getting focused in case of some biofertilizer companies. Okay, so as we are dealing with food here, even mycorrhizas, as they come under biofertilizer, they are important. Okay, you should know about mycorrhiza. Then give two examples of symbiotic association. So like bacteria and plant. So Rhizobium is bacterial genus which lives with some leguminous plants, roots of leguminous plant. Then even mycorrhiza and some leguminous plants, they show symbiotic association. Simply you may say about algae and fungi, association is lichen. Okay, then advantages of organic fertilizers. Then diseases caused due to overuse of chemical fertilizers or pesticides. Then what is difference between pesticide and fertilizer? Okay, next is commonly found bacteria in milk or curd. Then name some harmful versus good bacteria. Okay, so you may here also get a question like, can you give example of 2 gram negative bacteria or gram positive bacteria also? Okay, if one of the interviewers is from microbiology field, then be clear with basics of microbiology. Okay, so for that you may just refer to random interview or viva questions. The videos are already uploaded on my channel. There is a separate playlist for that as well. Okay, so next is can you control food contamination by using simple preventive measures like just washing hands, okay, or cutting your nails, then using clean and sterilized utensils. If it is a food company, big food company, then can these simple preventive measures help you in controlling food contamination? Then the answer is yes. Okay, then next is aflatoxin. It causes what? So aflatoxin, it actually you will find it in cases of food poisoning, but it causes even cancer to some extent, and even it damages your liver. Okay, then Bacillus cereus is important in diagnosis of foodborne poisoning in case of rice. Why? Because Bacillus cereus, it lives in rice grains, and it grows very fast if the storage or if the rice is not properly cooked. That means the temperature is the factor which is important in case of Bacillus cereus growth. Okay, it produces some toxins which are poisonous, which causes vomiting and diarrhea in patients. Okay, then why temperature regulation is important in case of food storage? Okay, as heating kills microbes, what do you think? The freezing, or what about freezing food? Does it help kill microbes? Yes or not, and how? Then tyndallization and pasteurization difference. This is in case of milk. Okay, then what is whey or whey protein? Right, so this was some general random questions. Right, then next we will move towards food safety agencies. So which food safety agencies you know? Can you name some, and how do they work? That means what is the role of a food safety agency, how regulations are made, or how the agency uh, look after a client, or say look after a food company who actually follows the regulations or not, how the monitoring is done. Okay, then if I owe a new food company, then what all documents should I have or I need to file for? Okay, so the basic is I know about is food license. Okay, you should have that. Okay, then difference between FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration, and FSSAI, difference between these two agencies. Okay, so this was all about food safety officer interview questions. I hope it was helpful. Then thank you for watching, and like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you want videos like these, okay, some different topics which you are struggling for finding answers or finding guidance, then you can just mention those topics in comments, or you can reach me out on my Gmail ID, which is also given in description box. Okay, so feel free to reach out to me, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram by the same handle, that is Microbial Concepts. Okay, so yeah, it is already 25 minutes. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye, keep learning.